styrofoam pulled up. And she look bad in the Maybach truck. Bubble butt, cause Taylor fit up. LSD tastic stuff.
Now, I've been seeing videos like this all over my TikTok for the past couple of days. I really find it kind of crazy how all we need was for Bad Bunny to perform at the Super Bowl and everybody forgot what was really going on, bro. People are so unserious. It's like we just sweep the Jeffrey Epstein stuff under the rug because we have fruity Bad Bunny. Don't get me wrong. I'm Puerto Rican myself. Shout out to the whole Boricua community, you feel me? But we're just going to ignore what's really going on, yeah? Like, is that what we're about to do? Whole time, I'm finding evidence that Jeffrey Epstein could potentially still be alive, living in Tel Aviv, Israel, bro. Now, anybody who clicks on this video is going to be like, oh my God, another conspiracy theory. This is not about anything being conspiracy theory. All I'm doing today is bringing facts that I found and you guys can just connect the dots, all right? Because I really find it interesting how so many people will swear up and down that Jeffrey Epstein is officially unalived. I want y'all to keep in mind, they were able to mask and keep quiet this entire situation related to Jeffrey Epstein for decades, bro. You don't think that they could fake his unaliving? Come on, y'all. Let's get real. So these videos are apparently circulating the entire internet. Instagram, Twitter. I even saw some of these pictures over on Snapchat. Very rare sighting to see stuff like this on Snapchat. But I have Epstein still alive in Tel Aviv, Israel. Now, these are not the only photos. These are the original photos that I came across of Jeffrey Epstein with bodyguards, security guards. Now, there's two things that caught my attention. Number one, his face is the only face that's in focus. Everything else is blurred. Number two, there are no signs. In my mind, I'm like, yo, could this be AI? You know, I have to be a little skeptical nowadays because anything could be faked. Anything could be considered a deep fake nowadays. You got to be a little skeptical. So after doing a little bit of research, just a little bit of scrolling, someone had the same questions that I had. Could this picture potentially be AI? Is this real? Yes or no? I'm not asking who it is, right? According to Grok, yes, the picture appears to be a real photograph, not AI generated or manipulated, based on similar verified images from sources like Getty and news outlets. That's according to Grok, right? But I always got to find evidence and counter evidence to actually support what I believe. I'm not one of these conspiracy theorists where I just try to cherry pick information and just make shit up. That is the opposite of woke content. I want you to understand that. There are so many people out here who are just making stories up. That's not what we do on this channel. We try to uncover the truth. Is Jeffrey Epstein still alive? We have pictures comparing and contrasting his features of his nose, his ears, the unalived version and the alive version. A lot of inconsistencies. But then we also have this, which really caught my attention. This is the full picture of Jeffrey Epstein. As we can see, like I mentioned earlier, his face is fully visible. It's the only face that's not blurred, which is a major red flag, yeah? Because right under it, it says right here, the image is AI generated. You can see Google Gemini watermark at the bottom right and was originally posted to on Reddit on February 1st, 2026, whose description reads, post your funny, hard AI images here. Feel free to screenshot, bro. At this point, I don't know what to believe when it comes to the picture, but the only thing that I know for a fact is that it's not past the government to fake someone's unaliving. They do it all the time. They unalive somebody, put them in a mask, take them to a private island, and everyone forgets about it. Just see how quickly everyone forgot about Jeffrey Epstein after this whole Super Bowl performance. No one's talking about it anymore. I don't see any more posts about the files. I don't see any more posts about everyone who was in the documents. So I find it kind of interesting because there were also videos that were leaked from the DOJ that were exposed for being fakes. Now, I find it kind of ironic. This was posted a month ago and only got 36,000 views. Videos like this never get mainstream attention. I want you to understand that because they don't want the truth to be revealed. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video so more people can start seeing what is actually going on. But check this out, y'all.
The DOJ released shocking footage that appeared to be a recreation of Jeffrey Epstein in his Manhattan jail cell, and it briefly set the internet on fire until it was revealed to be fake. The video was posted without explanation on the Justice Department's website as part of its Epstein file dump, with the footage just the latest item among a trove of documents and images to be revealed after the complete horde was ordered released in November. The grainy, 12-second, computer-generated clip showed a white-haired man in an orange jumpsuit, struggling and jerking his head about while kneeling at the base of a jail cell bunk bed. The timestamp on the video was 4:29 a.m., August 10th, 2019, 2 hours before he was found in his cell that day at the Metropolitan Correctional Facility. The scene in the video seemed to match Epstein's cell, where officials determined he while awaiting trial for a litany of charges. But a closer examination of the clip showed things were not quite right, with a pile of orange prison clothes strewn about the ground, looking like puddles without any texture, and the door to the jail cell not matching the one in Epstein's behind bars compartment. It soon was revealed in another dumped document that the clip was, in fact, a fake video that circulated on 4chan and was flagged by investigators by a Florida conspiracy theorist. A Trump administration official later confirmed to the Post that the video was bogus and had been on YouTube for years. It was eventually taken down from the DOJ's site, but its appearance had already caused a flurry of interest online.
So you're telling me, just hear my thought process behind this, yeah? The Department of Justice for the United States of America posted a video related to Epstein's unaliving that was fake. Why in the world would they do that? Unless they want people to believe that it was real. The only reason why they would want to put these evidence pieces out is to try to convince us that what they're saying is true. But if you do a little bit of research, a little deep dive, you would see that the video was on YouTube a couple years ago, my boy. You can't fool us any longer, bruh. Conspiracy theories are no longer conspiracy theories. We are called detectives, bro. The real people who expose the truth and don't just sit here making stuff up for social media clicks and views. The detectives are the people who uncover stuff like this. So it was confirmed by DOJ that it was fake. They deleted it and they tried to cover up their mistake as always, right?
With many viewers
once again swept under the rug.
Footage of Epstein's death had finally been revealed. U.S. President Donald Trump said he doesn't like that photos of Bill Clinton are being released from the Jeffrey Epstein files, calling the move terrible.
This is where I gotta draw the line, yeah? Because you sit here and you tell me that there's pictures of a man who was knowingly on an island doing whatever the shindig was for the evening. You know they had multiple different variations of shindigs on that island, yeah? You're telling me that you're gonna defend a man like that? I can't agree with it. And then we have another video that was posted 2 days ago. Epstein faked his unaliving, claims explode after former Prince Andrew's ex says he escaped. Now, I want you guys to understand this one thing. Prince Andrew was someone that was allegedly on this island. You can find, documents are out. Fact check me, right? Allegedly was someone who was on this island. So for his ex-wife to sit here and say that Epstein escaped, obviously this caught my attention. And I want y'all to really see what's going on and how simple it is to just find information. All I did was type this in, yeah? It always starts, you diving deeper into the rabbit hole, always starts with the most simple Google search, the most simple search on TikTok, Twitter. Information is being leaked. You just have to look for it. The problem is people don't look for it. And they're counting on you. They meaning the government. They meaning the DOJ. They meaning the elites, the Illuminati, whatever you want to call them. They're counting on you not to look for it. If you just look, just literally take a peek behind the curtain, you will start seeing things that they never wanted you to see, bro.
A royal-linked bombshell has just detonated in the Jeffrey Epstein saga. Prince Andrew's former girlfriend, British socialite Lady Victoria Hervey, now claims the disgraced financier never died in prison and instead escaped in a secret operation. During a live conversation with LBC presenter Tom Swarbrick, Hervey stunned listeners by saying she does not believe Epstein is dead at all. As reported by The Express, she insisted the official does not add up and hinted at a far darker plot behind the scenes. When pressed by the host, Lady Hervey...
Wait, notice what this says. It's not AI. Don't let them psyop you with the fake Gemini logo. Jews flee prosecution. Okay, I can't read
her
that part.
plot.
But this is what I mean when I say, like, there's so many different levels to this. Like, people sometimes only believe what they want to believe. People choose to believe what they want to believe, which is the reason why, like I said in the beginning of the video, I look for evidence and counter evidence, because there could be evidence that makes my argument seem so right just because I want to believe it. But then the counter evidence might be strong enough to disprove what I originally thought to be true as facts, right? So if you look for both the evidence and the counter evidence, you get to the bottom of what the truth actually is. It's very important that you guys don't have a one-sided bias on any research that you're doing related to stuff like this, because then that's how fake stories are made, and that's how people lose the legitimacy behind what they're saying. So I try to do best to my ability, my research. So everything is based right now on the foundation that this picture that is circulating the entire internet is real. These pictures right here, everything is really circulating, or everything that's circulating is based on the fact that these pictures are real and that he is somewhere in Israel. But then we also have these pictures, which were allegedly taken by a drone a few days after Epstein was allegedly unalived, right? Him chilling on his island with his bodyguard.
She claimed Epstein may have been secretly swapped out of his jail cell and replaced with another body. According to the Express's account of the interview, she referenced a long-running internet theory involving what she described as a trip van used to extract him. Hervey suggested the escape was organized at a level far beyond a simple prison failure, calling it an intricate operation rather than a coincidence. Her most explosive claim came next. Lady Hervey said she believes Epstein could currently be alive in Israel. The remark instantly revived years of conspiracy speculation surrounding his 2019 death. Epstein was officially declared dead.
All right, we can't go to the details. This is when they start getting a little too graphic. We have to respect the YouTube guidelines. But I'm very curious to know what your thoughts are so far in the comments down below, because I find it interesting. So many people would choose to believe one side of the story. So many people don't even realize the fact that they were able to keep this whole thing that Epstein and all these celebrities and politicians were doing secretive for decades. Nobody knew about it. Nobody spoke about it. No one even speculated that this was to be true. And even for the people who were exposing the little breadcrumbs that were coming out of this person being involved, or this person being a victim, or this person talking about it on social media, it was always dismissed. People would always say, you're crazy. Why would they do that? These politicians have so much to lose. They would never do such a thing. Always saying these claims to make it seem like these politicians and these celebrities and things like that were innocent, right? You're telling me that if you believed that the lie before, that they wouldn't lie to you again? You're telling me that they wouldn't do exactly what they did to you for decades before, that they wouldn't do it again? That they don't have the capability, they don't have the power, to shut down 2 cameras and walk a man out the front door and make it seem like nothing happened? That's what you're telling me? You think that that's so far-fetched, it's so impossible? No, Epstein really was unalived. Is that the story that you're standing on? Like, come on, bro. Just you could just look at the facts. Just look at the facts. But I came across this video on my Twitter search. I'm more convinced now that Epstein is alive and is running the show, which, after finding all of these documents that he has against people, I wouldn't be surprised.
I've been going through the Epstein file all day yesterday, and I am definitely convinced that not only is Epstein still alive, the dude is literally running the shadow government himself. And I actually thought that after I saw an interview with Steve Bannon and Epstein, a 2-hour-long interview. I've never heard this man talk except for like little clips in deposition court cases or whatever. But this is the first time for 2 hours you can hear everything that Epstein has to say, who he is, what his thoughts are, what his mannerism is, what pisses him off. It's insane. Let me just show you where you guys can find this interview. If you guys go on X, Adam Media has the full Jeffrey Epstein interview with Steve Bannon. It's 2 hours long, but it is so worth it. That interview is so dark. Like, he gives off such a dark energy. It's absolutely insane.
Now, we're obviously not going to watch the full 2 hours, but I do have the full video, and we're going to go through clips of the full video in the next upload. So make sure you guys do subscribe, turn on post notifications, and leave a like down below to get notified when we post that video. But we're going to be going through the main parts of that 2 hour video, that 1.5 hour long video, together in the next upload.
But you also realize just what a level of sociopath that guy is. I don't think he's beyond narcissism. I don't even know if he's a sociopath, to be honest. I think he graduated into like legitimately being the devil himself. He's incredibly intelligent, which I didn't know until that interview. He has zero remorse for what he's done, and he will never have any remorse. Like when Steve Bannon asks him like, hey, you know, did you do this? Do you feel bad? Did you self-reflect? Nothing. No remorse, no shame, no guilt, nothing. The way he views the world is so intellectualized, and the way he has intellectualized even human beings into math formulas because he's extremely smart is absolutely insane. I looked at his history, like where he grew up, who his parents were, was he abused? Like, what made somebody do what he did? Or what he does still, because I'm convinced he's alive, and I'm convinced he's running like the shadow government. The guy has his own hacker, and that's part of like the email drop, and he sells that information to whoever. He's not loyal to anybody. He's not even loyal to any of his friends. He literally states that he's a hermit, which I find really weird. He also states he believes in spirituality and thinks that life is a miracle. But then he has intellectualized everything to the point where I don't think he has any human emotions. And I'm starting to wonder if that Good Will Hunting movie with Matt Damon was actually loosely based on him and his life. Because even in the movie, like Good Will Hunting, Matt Damon has a girlfriend who came from a rich family because her dad passed away and gave her money, and kind of looks like
This is what I mean when I say that they start dragging it, bro. Bro, this is what I mean when they say they start dragging it. For anybody who has seen the movie Good Will Hunting, she is making connections that are not there, bro. Watch the movie Good Will Hunting and then see how loosely she's trying to make a correlation. This is exactly what I mean when I say they just start dragging shit, bro. This is where I have to pause it and stop it, right? We all know that, yes, there are movies that hold the truth in plain sight. But when you're sitting here trying to draw fake lines and try to make connections that aren't there, come on, that's where I gotta stop the show, and we gotta get back to what's really going on. All right, because I agree. Do I believe that Jeffrey Epstein is unalive? Absolutely not. I believe that he's full, live, and well. He's probably eating some calamari right now with Ghislaine Maxwell, bro. He's probably chilling, getting his feet rubbed on the coast of Costa Rica somewhere. Maybe he is in Israel. I don't know, but I know for a fact, or let me not say for a fact, but I don't think that he has been unalived, bro. And that's just me being honest. Based on what I know about the government already, there's no way in the world that a man of this power, after all these years, after all the cases that he fought, after all the cases that he beat, that he's going to go to jail this one last time, unalive himself, and then next thing you know, that's it. No more Jeffrey Epstein. And now all of a sudden, all the files come out, and what? That's it? It gets swept under the rug because Bad Bunny performed at the Super Bowl? Come on, bro. Come on. There is a bigger play at hand. But I'm genuinely curious to see what your guys' comments are in the comments down below, or your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you guys do leave a like down below and subscribe, and I'm going to catch y'all next one, man.